Hey, welcome back to the Family Records. Every week, we pull records at random from the family collection. We listen to the record 3 times, and in that time, I have to figure out the story of the album, the music, and the musicians who created it. Make sure to subscribe so you never miss a record, and don't forget to hit the like bell because that helps show these records to more people on YouTube, and I also really appreciate it. A chance meeting between an American drummer and a British school teacher turned singer in the fall of 1976 brought us today's album. While their first album had been recorded in a studio above a dairy, that's the place where they like milk cows and make ice cream and stuff, they did that because of budget constraints. On this album, it was recorded in the same studio because it ensured the record label would have no control over the actual creation of the band's music. Let's drop the needle on The Police, Reggatta de Blanc. The recording sessions for Reggatta de Blanc cost between £6,000 and £9,000, which, adjusted for inflation in Canadian dollars, is more, but still not a crazy amount of money for 4 weeks of studio time spread out over several months. Drummer Stuart Copeland said, "We just went into the studio and said, right, who's got the first song? We hadn't even rehearsed them before we went in." As for Sting, while Sting is definitely known as an incredible songwriter, personally, I always think of him in The Simpsons, digging to get Bart Simpson out of the well. But yeah, he's an amazing songwriter. However, while he may have been in a songwriting flow state on the band's first album, when it came time to record their second, new material was in short supply. Sting and Copeland actually went back to old material they had made in the past, and with other bands, and they fed this material into their creative process to make new songs. The lyrics to Bring on the Night were mostly recycled from Sting's Last Exit song, Carrie & Prince, O Ye of Little Hope. Last Exit was a jazz rock fusion band that Sting was in before he met Copeland. The Bed's Too Big Without You similarly started as a Last Exit tune, while Does Everyone Stare originates from a piano piece Copeland wrote in college. Considering these factors, the timeline of recording the album, from February to August of 1979, makes more sense. 4 weeks of recording in 7 months, but without pressure or interference from the record label managers, it was possible. And it's a good thing, because another factor that may have contributed to the length of production on Reggatta de Blanc was the success of the band's first album, Outlandos d'Amour. I think we're starting to see a French fusion theme with these titles. But anyways, Outlandos had done very well, and I suspect that may have had something to do with Sting not being able to write songs with as much speed or volume on the second outing. Still, 2 records in 2 years is no easy task, and trying to build on an established legacy can make the best creators hesitant. Recording on the album finished in August, and Reggatta released in October of the same year. Topping the Australian, Dutch, and UK charts, Reggatta was the first album to go #1 for the Police. Message in a Bottle and Walking on the Moon were both released as singles and both reached #1 on the UK charts. The first #1 single for the Police, and then the second. The album went platinum in the US, the UK, Canada, France, Australia, New Zealand, and the Netherlands. Critically, it was lauded, with positive reviews coming from magazines like Smash Hits, People, The Village Voice, and Rolling Stone. The album was so well received by audiences that in March of 1980, the Police began their first world tour, which included places that had seldom hosted foreign performers at the time. This included Mexico, India, Taiwan, Hong Kong, Greece, and Egypt. The tour was documented in a film called The Police Around the World. You know, Message in a Bottle is an incredible track, but I don't think it's as good as my favorite Sting song, which would probably have to be Sending Our Love Down the Well. That's probably my favorite. Seriously though, Sting is amazing, and I know that he will never take a break as long as one of his fans needs him. I couldn't help it. That's when I was listening to this album, that's all I kept thinking about. Do you even know what I'm talking about right now? If you do, subscribe, leave a comment, and you will win my undying admiration. Everyone else, do the same thing. Smash the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell. And that way, when you hit the bell, every time we drop a new record or a new short, that's 6 days a week, you will get a little notification of that, so you can take a look at the video. Let me know what you think. Also, let me know what your favorite Police song is, your favorite Police album, and what you think about Sting. Are you a fan of Sting? And then apart from that, just stay tuned. For me, I'm going to talk a little bit more about a couple more topics, just stuff that's going on with me, stuff about the album, all that kind of good stuff. There's a few little gems in there, and there'll be some extras at the end of the video. So stay tuned if you want to see all that. Otherwise, thanks so much. This was the story of the police. Reggatta de Blanc. I love you. Have a great day. Take care, my family. Goodbye. All right, here we go. Bonus round in 3, 2. This is all going to be on the video. 3, 2, 1. That's how I sync everything up. Man, honestly, guys, I was feeling pretty drained today earlier. I don't really know why. I'm just feeling super drained, and my neck is killing me, and I just, bad kind of headache. But good. I'm feeling better now, and I'm doing a big cook tomorrow, so I'm always excited for that. I'm going to make a video out of that. Not exactly sure what I'm going to do video-wise, but I got some ideas. I'm kind of evolving the format that I'm doing on my other channel there for some of the cooking stuff, so stay tuned for that. Subscribe there if you haven't already. Take a look at some of the stuff I'm doing there. Getting to the police, do you think Sting is the reason that they work so well? Because I was obviously reading about them, doing the story for this today, and reading about their formation. It was Sting and the drummer and another guy at first, and like the music just wasn't really working, and apparently it's because the other guy, like, without saying anything bad about him, basically like the guitar wasn't good enough or something, and Sting was just really like not invested in what was going on, to the point that the band, like, I don't know, it was just not good. But then they found this new guy, this different guitarist, and yeah, I don't know. The album has 4 singles on it. So it's got Message in a Bottle, Walking on the Moon, Bring on the Night, and The Bed's Too Big Without You. So those are the 4 singles they released from the album. And like I said earlier, 2 of them went number 1. But the big thing is that all 4 of those songs are credited to being written by only Sting. So, it's something to think about. I don't know. It's something to think about. Definitely the guitar and the drumming on the album is amazing. I'm a big fan, so I'm not trying to say anything negative about... I'm just waiting for their names to come up because I had the thing scrolling a little bit slower, but it's Andy Summers and Stuart Copeland. Stuart Copeland's the drummer, and Andy Summers plays guitar. And I love the song Contact, and I'm going to be featuring their parts on that because that's what I love on it. So they're really good. I'm definitely not trying to say anything bad on them. Like, the whole band is really good, and I actually, when I was, again, doing the research, I was hearing about how trios are really weird. By the way, some of my favorite songs on here, On Any Other Day, just great lyrics on that. I'm going to put that on the short for sure. Me, like, being really into lyrics is not like the most usual thing for me, but I really like them on that song because they're just funny and they're playful. And Contact also, like I said, just the instruments on that, the drumming, the guitar, like, there's this great part and they're just like going so hard. So yeah, I love that song, but definitely also Message in a Bottle. Like, Message in a Bottle is sick. It's a great song. There's a reason everyone likes it. But yeah, the Police being a trio, apparently, like, back then it was unusual, I guess. Like, bands weren't usually trios. It was more like sets of 4 or whatever. And they tried to do that for a while with that other guy, but it just didn't work out. And yeah, they did the trio thing, and it was great for them. So no disrespect to that other guy. He went to go play in other bands, and he was great. But yeah, the Police, Sting, what do you think? Yeah, and then what do you think about the videos? Let me know comments, just like what sucks about these, basically, how I can make them better. Like, they've been really great exercises for me, and just like getting a little better at this every day, increasing my storytelling capacity every day. Like, something that I really enjoy doing, but something that I just never like functionally worked at consistently. I would always do it like in like little spurts and stuff. But yeah, what did you think about my story today about the possibility of kind of like the sophomore struggles there, and that being some of the reason? Because they don't specifically say that, but I kind of inferred that. So I'm interested to know what you think. And yeah, just this whole thing is like kind of letting me stretch my legs out creatively a little bit, letting me not burn out. But I'm really appreciating the 3 albums a week format just for that, and being able to like work on it a little bit more. And like, while I'm doing this today, I know once I'm done this, I don't have to spin around and edit the video like crazy now. It's like, yeah, I can let these files go in format and not worry about the time, and then wake up tomorrow and go hit it right away. Speaking of the 3 records though, like I said, I'm going to do 4 this week. Because I want to get us back on sort of like then we'll be on 27, and that's sort of like half of where we would have been, and then because we missed the 24 last week, so yeah, I'm gonna do one more. Probably gonna drop Sunday, maybe Saturday, probably Sunday, and then yeah, like I said, it's been great just me being able to focus on some other stuff on my other channel that I was talking about. Some more of my kind of vloggy type videos are there, so featuring some homies music. So yeah, those are starting to drop now. And then starting tomorrow with that stuff I'm going to cook, that's going to be some more videos that I'm going to work on, just figuring out kind of like the shooting of them and stuff. So yeah, those are also going to be there. I'm going to figure out the format for all those. Just doing more and more different stuff, stretching my legs more, and trying out some different videos. So I'm really looking forward to that. Excuse me, really looking forward to that. But otherwise, that's it. You made it to the end. Thank you if you did. You are part of the real family. So you're like a brother, a sister, like maybe like a cool nephew or niece or whatever. Like you're not like these second cousins who drop out after the main story. I'm just joking. I'm just playing. But we're all a family, you know. Even the second cousins, they're just as special as the brothers and sisters. But thank you, brothers and sisters, for making it all the way to the end. I love you guys so much. You have a great rest of your day. You have a great rest of your week. Today's video is going to go up on Friday, so it's going to be the end of the week. We're going to head into the weekend. That is awesome. Have a beautiful weekend. I love you guys. And I'll have one more album this weekend. And don't forget the short tomorrow, short Saturday morning. Friday, 6 p.m., long form. Saturday, 8 a.m., short. Take care. Bye-bye.
Touchdown, things look different here. Come on. Oh, the police. Okay.